They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll go down right at the... ...30-yard line.
Right there, all day, baby.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and... Five.
That is right. That is right. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
To throw on second down. Baxter. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Kindici in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from the desert after this. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. There's a give to Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Off the play fake. Baxter. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. With it on the return is Logan. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
82, 82.
Wentz again here on second and 10. Noodle's got it, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Wentz now on first down. And an alley to run. That's 30 yards now on the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Baxter. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Baxter. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Great 15. Great 15.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he's got a moonwalk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. To throw, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Great. 82.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking long for Thomas. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw is Wentz. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Arizona. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Point after here coming up. Point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
7 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw on third down, Baxter. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They're going to try and throw. Dancing to his left. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Baxter. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
To throw on second down. Baxter, he's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
From the gun on third down. Baxter. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Baxter, and he's going to go down again. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. With it on the return is Logan. Spins by. And nice work on the return as he'll start to...
Because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Get him, boys! Come on now, come on now, let's go. Great 15, great 15. Let's 5-2, let's 5-2.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Runs through the contact. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that addition.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A gain of 32 that time. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Wentz now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Anunwa, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Black. 81, 81. Black.
Now Wentz again, being chased out left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on first down. Baxter buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw on second down. Baxter escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Play action. Baxter trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trey Boston. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. They've got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. Letting one go deep for a noon one. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead. At all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 120! Sunday! Great 15, great 15!
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Going underneath for Gordon. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Black, come on.
Again, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Baxter. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Baxter. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Baxter. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
From the gun, Baxter steps away to his left. He can run for, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. They'll try and punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So that one will be accepted.
On the ball! 82! 82!
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's 5-2.
Wentz to throw. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Quincy Enunwa with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's incomplete. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st and 10, Baxter. Now he steps away. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Off the play fake. Baxter. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Operating from the gun. Baxter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. Wentz to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Melvin Gordon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw. Baxter. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw on 2nd down. Baxter. That is caught inside the 5. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.